And we're back. This is Keller coming to you with another video. And today's video, or this is another video. The video we'll be talking about today is Mark Zuckerberg's terrible discovery on artificial general intelligence. So, to start it off, we're going to listen to Mark Zuckerberg talk, and this is strictly for entertainment purposes, nothing funny. It says, Mark Zuckerberg on open sourcing AGI. Open source will continue. Currently training Llama 3. AI plus Metaverse will have 350 H100, 600, 100 equivalents of a compute. This is $1 billion of GPU. So let's get into it. What is he saying?
Today, I'm bringing Meta's two AI research efforts closer together to support our long-term goals of building general intelligence, open sourcing it responsibly, and making it available and useful to everyone in all of our daily lives. It's become clearer that the next generation of services requires building full general intelligence. Building the best AI assistants, AIs for creators, AIs for businesses, and more, that needs advances in every area of AI, from reasoning to planning to coding to memory and other cognitive abilities. This technology is so important, and the opportunities are so great that we should open source and make it as widely available as we responsibly can, so that way everyone can benefit. And we're building an absolutely massive amount of infrastructure to support this. By the end of this year, we're going to have around 350,000 NVIDIA H100s, or around 600,000 H100 equivalents of compute if you include other GPUs. We're currently training Llama 3, and we've got an exciting roadmap of future models that we're going to keep training responsibly and safely too. People are also going to need new devices for AI, and this brings together AI and the metaverse. Because over time, I think a lot of us are going to talk to AIs frequently throughout the day. And I think a lot of us are going to do that using glasses, because glasses are the ideal form factor for letting an AI see what you see and hear what you hear, so it's always available to help out. Ray-Ban Meta glasses with Meta AI are already off to a very strong start, and overall, across all this stuff, we are just getting started.
Well, you heard it from White Daddy himself. And for those of you that says White Daddy is when I say a very exclusive gentleman that is a higher up that runs a company. I call him White Daddy because when he talks, you need to listen, because when he's saying something, he's not just talking to talk, he's telling you what's probably going to happen in the future. And you just heard it from Mark Zuckerberg that the future of AGI and the metaverse are glasses, shades. This is the way AI and people are going to communicate with the metaverse. So let's get into this article. It says, experts terrified by Mark Zuckerberg's human tier AI plans. Really very scary. Last week, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg announced that he's going to purchase hundreds of thousands of expensive AI processing chips, and experts are worried that with what he plans to do with them. In the same Instagram post announcing he purchased 350 NVIDIA H100 graphics chips, which is an average of $30,000 a piece and are considered the gold standard for power AI models, Zuckerberg said that he wants to build an open source AGI, the industry term for plant which AI reaches or surpasses human level. Pay attention, people. This means that it has its own sentient. You're watching the development of Terminator Matrix Society as we speak. I hate to say it, but I gotta keep it 100. White Daddy said it. You better be listening. It says, while there's still an open debate about whether AGI is open, even possible, the prospect itself is enough to give some researchers pause. The thought of open source AGI being released before we have worked hard on how to regulate the very powerful AIs is very, very scary, says Dame Wendy Hall, a computer scientist at the University of Southampton in England, and a member of the United Nations AI Advisory Board. So this is somebody from the United Nations saying that she's scared about what's going on. The wrong hands technology like this could do a great deal of harm. It is so irresponsible for a company suggests. AGI is likely many years away, or so she's saying. So as you can see, this makes her very nervous, right? But let's go into a little bit deeper. Andrew Ranowski, one of the developers of the Institute for People-Centered AI at the University of Surrey, echoed Hall's concerns about Meta being a potential player in AGI. There are deep and complex arguments about the merits of open source current AI models, pushing that in the realm of AGI, could be world saving or catastrophic. You're hearing it from the people that are developing these things. The AI is either going to save the world or ruin it. But he said, not me. These decisions need to be taken by international consensus, not in a boardroom of a tech giant. Meta's open source AI dreams have drawn long criticism. Last summer, Hall told The Guardian that open source company lost large language model was a bit like giving people a template to build a nuclear bomb. Meta, of course, is far from the only company trying to build AGI, but among its competitors like OpenAI, Google DeepMind, it seems to be the only one that wants open source the potentially world-changing models. Let's keep it going. All right. Now, not too long ago, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg was in a defense for a Texas facial recognition case. It says Judge Jeff Remlin of Texas Sixth Court of Appeals said in Tuesday ruling that the state court has denied Meta's recent petition seeking relief from an order compelling the oral disposition. The state of Texas claimed that Zuckerberg has had a unique personal knowledge of discovering information, and that's relevant to its lawsuit. Texas Attorney General Kevin Paxton filed a lawsuit in February 2022. She's saying that at the time, Meta had been improperly capturing and using biometric data of millions of Texans. So you're hearing it from the Texas courts that they have been compacting information from millions of Texans. I live in Texas. Find that very interesting. Let's go a little bit deeper in the article to see what that means. Mark Zuckerberg must take a disposition as part of the ongoing lawsuit in Texas involving the company's facial recognition technology. Justice Jeff Remlin of the Texas Sixth Court of Appeals said in Tuesday ruling that the state court has denied Meta's recent petition seeking relief from an order compelling oral disposition of Zuckerberg at an unspecified date. Texas General Ken Paxton filed a lawsuit in 2022 saying at the time Meta had been capturing and using biometric data of millions of Texans without properly obtaining their informed consent to do so. Attorneys representing Texas also said Meta violates the state's Deceptive Trade Practices Act, failing to disclose this information, including the fact that it collects biometric identifiers with the intent to induce Facebook users in Texas into using Facebook, which such users would have not done had the information been disclosed. In the Tuesday ruling, the state of Texas claimed that Zuckerberg had no unique personal knowledge of discovering the information that's relevant to the lawsuit, alleging that Meta violated the state laws. Well, Meta settled a facial recognition class action lawsuit in 2021 for $650 million. The attorney said the filing at the time is one of the largest settlements for a privacy violation, and it put at least $340 in the hands of $340 in the hands of every class member interested in being compensated. Meta did not respond for a request consent. So they've already gotten in trouble for collecting data, probably for their language models, for their AI. People, please pay attention because I'll give you the answers to the test. All right. It says Mark Zuckerberg is the latest billionaire who wants to create artificial general intelligence, but he's still not giving up on the metaverse. All right. And this is just kind of talking about some of the things we talked about before. So people paying attention, right? Mark Zuckerberg and Meta has been collecting and taking all this data legally and illegally all across the world for these data models to now create AI to connect it to metaverses, as you can see with the glasses. This is no longer a dream, people. It's a reality. And this video will conclude. My name is Kal-El. I do advisory on cryptocurrency, NFTs, metaverse, everything of that nature. My job, if any, is to make you aware that we live in a technological world. And soon, robots, humanoids, cyborgs, metaverses, your consciousness in a metaverse, and things of that nature, which at one point in time seemed to be an anime, are coming into our reality. The question is, what are you going to do about it? As I always say, you can either learn from history or become a victim from it. It's always your choice. This is Kylo signing out.